Dear listeners and viewers, welcome to Harjinder Gill Show. This is Harjinder Gill, and today we have common sense leader, conservative leader, and official opposition leader, Pierre Poilievre, with us. So, Mr. Pierre, welcome to Harjinder Gill Show.
Thank you. It's great to be here on behalf of the Common Sense Conservatives.
So, Pierre, let's start with this term common sense. What does that mean? From where this term comes from?
Axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, stop the crime. That's my common sense summary.
Right.
Right now, common sense is uncommon because after 8 years of Trudeau's radical spending, catch and release crime policies, and doubling of housing costs, there is no common sense. We want to bring home the Canada that we know and love, that prospered under common sense governments for well over a century before Trudeau came along and ruined it. But the good news is that life was not miserable, dangerous, expensive like it is now before Trudeau, and it won't be like that after he's gone.
Right. So when we talk about your last week conferences, or especially your statement in House of Commons, how would you execute that? What would be doing differently than whatever is happening in these days, based on your common sense plan?
Well, I would a number of things I would do. First of all, I would cap government spending with a common sense dollar for dollar law that requires me find $1 of savings for every dollar of new unbudgeted spending. That would keep the cost of government down so that we can reduce inflation and interest rates. Second, in other words, we're going to fix the budget. Fix the budget, fix the budget. It's broken right now. Secondly, we need to axe the tax. The carbon tax is driving up gas, heat, and grocery bills while doing nothing for the environment. Trudeau wants to quadruple that tax up to 61 cents per liter. I want to axe the tax to lower prices. And finally, on housing, we don't have enough homes. That's why housing costs have doubled under Trudeau. My common sense plan would require cities permit 15% more home building per year as a condition of getting federal funds. They would get bonuses if they beat that target and penalties if they miss the target. So let's remove the government gatekeepers, build more homes. So that's a common sense plan to axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, stop the crime.
So, Mr. Poilievre, in your last statement in the House of Commons, we heard you speaking about billions of dollars spending for the affordable housing, but you found it differently. What was that you wanted to express?
Well, Trudeau says, hooray, I've spent $89 billion on affordable housing.
Okay.
Yeah, but it didn't work. Housing is twice as expensive since he brought in those programs. So we don't need more expensive taxpayer-funded programs in Ottawa. We need more home building in our communities. And how do you do that? We have to get the bureaucracy out of the way.
Right.
We have the second slowest building permits in the OECD. Development charges have gone up 900% in the Greater Toronto area. The city of Winnipeg has blocked 2,000 homes next to a transit station built for those homes. Montreal has blocked 25,000 homes. Vancouver is adding $1.3 million in extra governmental costs to every newly built home. We need to remove all of that bureaucracy and taxes to let builders build. And that's what my common sense plan does. Less bureaucracy, more home building.
Right. And let's talk about auto theft, because that's a major concern, especially when we talk about the safety, social safety. So auto theft is hammering us big time. So what do you have for those people who are worried about the auto theft?
They have a right to be. One car is stolen every hour in Brampton now, after 8 years of Trudeau and his catch and release that allows the same repeat career car out on bail and in house arrest and his failure to secure our ports, out of which those cars are being sent to the rest of the world. That's why the problem exists. So my common sense plan is to bring mandatory jail, not bail, no house arrest for career car thieves. We'll lock up the career car thieves and the organized criminals with tougher penalties, and we'll secure our ports by scanning all the shipping containers and hiring more inspectors to intercept vehicles that have been stolen in Brampton and are being shipped out through the port of Montreal. It's a common sense plan to stop the crime.
Okay, so Mr. Poilievre, I know we have about just 3-4 minutes left, but if this thing is that easy, then why Liberals are not following this same pattern?
Well, because they have no common sense.
Okay, so your government will do that in a quick shot?
Oh, it won't be a quick shot, but I will act quickly. I will immediately introduce jail, not bail, to stop the crime. I will immediately pass a law to require cities permit 15% more homes a year.
Right.
I will immediately axe the carbon tax.
Right.
I will immediately bring in a common sense dollar for dollar law to fix the budget. So I will immediately take those actions.
Right.
But of course, as you know, if you take good actions in life, there is some time that passes before you get the reward. It's like if someone is overweight, well, you can get up this minute and start exercising and dieting. Well, you're not going to lose the weight by the end of the day. It takes some months of good actions to get good results, and that's what we will get.
Right. So last but not the least, we are also concerned about the extortion calls or threats to the community, especially in Peel region we have noticed, and especially in Surrey area we have some incidents happened related to the extortion. So what are the plans for those kind of issues?
We have a common sense plan to fight extortion. 𝗚𝗲𝗶𝗶, Tim Singh 𝗚𝗲𝗶𝗶 is my deputy conservative leader, and he has announced he will introduce a private member's bill bringing mandatory jail time for extortionists who use firearms in the commission of a crime. We're going to strengthen the RCMP to break up the organized crime networks that Trudeau has allowed to run free.
Right.
And by locking up the extortionists and by breaking up their crime networks, we will bring home the safety that people took for granted before Trudeau.
Right. So, Mr. Poilievre, thank you so much for your time and your closing remarks for our listeners and viewers.
Look, I know that life is miserable after 8 years of Trudeau, but it will get better. We're going to bring in a common sense plan to axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime. And this is the choice you have. Either you want a costly coalition of Trudeau and the NDP that will tax your food, take your money, punish your work, double your housing costs, and unleash crime and chaos, or you want common sense conservatives of Pierre Poilievre who will axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, stop the crime, and fight for a flight to 𝗚𝗿𝗶𝗶.
Thank you, Mr. Poilievre. Thank you. Really appreciate for your time and looking forward to talk to you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you. An honor to be with you. Bye now.
Bye.